What's happening, guys? This is Alex over here at My Freedom Smokes, and today we're going to be talking about the CUBOID Mini Starter Kit from JoyeTech. Now, I've had a chance to play with this mod for a little bit. I've probably vaped on it for the past maybe 30 hours or so, and it was at a full charge when I was using it. So again, about 30 hours later, we are down a little bit on the battery life, and I was only running this at 12 watts, and I'll explain why in a minute. So, first few things I noticed, it feels good in the hand. You know, I mentioned that a lot, but you know, there are a lot of mods that I get and it doesn't feel right holding it. It feels a little awkward. There's no bad sharp edges on this. It's nice and well rounded. The finish is nice and slick. It does like to hold on to fingerprints a little bit, so I mean, if you're not a fan of blemishes and you know, things not looking too good, probably want to get a case. For me, with someone with super greasy, sweaty hands, I'd probably get the regular matte black one so it just doesn't look so bad. Performance-wise, this is actually a really cool device. I thought it was just a all-in-one device, kind of like the AIO from JoyeTech, the Pledo, I think the Kanker knee box. I think it's going to be another one of those. But this is actually a tank you can take off and put on your other mods. The tank is the CUBOID Mini. It takes the exact same replacement heads as your regular CUBOID. And same thing as before, this is the non-leaking tank. All you have to do is just push down and rotate to open it up like so. Just like that. There's your coil right there. And see, I've already got a little bit of liquid in here, so I'm not gonna put too much. But you can just go and just fill it up straight from there. I'm not even looking, it doesn't matter. As long as you don't fill it up too much, and I know just that little bit I put in there wouldn't do that, so. And it's just that easy to fill it. Now, I did notice in the instruction manual, they were talking about, there's some Allen wrench screws right here, right here. And now when I was reading the instructions and it was saying to unscrew those, fill it, put it back on, and then tighten them up. Now for me, as a reviewer, I try to break things just to see how well it works. I did that once and I haven't done it again and I haven't run into any issues. So for me personally, I'm not 100% sure why you have to do that. I've not noticed leaking. I've not noticed a decline in performance or anything like that. I will probably continue to play with it a little bit more, and if I figure out anything, I'll certainly let you guys know. So it appears that it's just as easy as just taking the top off, putting the liquid in, and putting it back on. It's just that easy. The mod itself, very powerful. You do have your temperature control functions, and I believe it goes all the way up to, see, because I barely use these at the absolute highest that it should go. I tell you what, I guarantee it's in the instruction manual, so we'll go ahead and just start opening this up and taking a look at what we get inside. As I mentioned before, you actually get two manuals. You have your CUBOID mod manual, and then you've got the CUBOID Mini tank manual. That way you can keep them separate, it's easy to find your information. And as always, you do have your warranty card and your authentication on the back of the warranty card, so you can always check, make sure these products are authentic, because you get it from My Freedom Smokes. And you'll always get your charging cable. And they sent you a little reference card, and this is actually what's pretty cool. They sent a reference card explaining the difference between the brand new notch coil, which I'll get into that in a second, and then you've also got your 0.5, 0.6, and 1 ohm and 1.5 ohm. And it kind of gives you a 1 to 5 thumbs up on performance from their professional opinion. So it's saying something like if you wanted to use the notch coil between 30 to 70 watts, you're getting like a 5 thumbs up on vapor production and direct lung vapor. MTL is mouth to lung, which is what I do a lot, which is when you're just kind of sucking it into your mouth and then inhaling like this. See how I did that? A lung inhale is when you're just taking it straight into your lungs. They gave that a 3. For durability, they gave it 5 thumbs up. And then liquid consumption and battery consumption are a 2 thumbs up, which tells me that when you're using these brand new notch coils, they do come at a 0.25 ohm. That is going to kill your battery, and it is going to suck up a lot of liquid. But that's just the very first bar right here. They give you a little example for all the different coils that you get in here. So definitely check it out, because I got a lot of questions asking, okay, how should I run this out? What wattage, what temperature, this, that, and the other. Just start at the lowest and go up. You're not going to mess it up. The worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to get a dry, burnt taste in your coil, or some liquid may pop into your mouth for a second, but none of that's going to harm you. It's going to be completely okay. Now you do get your stainless steel drip tip pre-installed, but it also does come with a smaller black drip tip. Honestly, not a big fan of this one, simply because it does look like the diameter is a little smaller on it. But the one thing the plastic drip tip does have that's kind of better than the stainless one is it's going to be kind of hard to see, but hopefully we can get a zoom in on this post. There is actually a liquid shield. There is actually a liquid shield inside, and it's kind of hard to see, so I'll kind of move it side by side and you might be able to catch a glimpse of it. What it is part of this is covered up, and the part that is not covered up, on the bottom end here it is. So it basically almost comes in and it goes like so. So it goes and that kind of prevents spit back, because the liquid is going to hit that first notch that your vapor is moving past. So it's going to kind of prevent your spit back a little bit. I don't have that issue, so I find it kind of worthless, but again, that's why they include it. A lot of customers do like it. Now, this is where it actually gets kind of cool, and this is the first time I've really seen this in a starter kit. Not only do you get your coil that's in here, oh, and I might as well mention now, the reason I'm running this at 12 watts, since we're going over the coils, I have a 1.5 coil in here with a 50-50 mix PG-VG. That's my all-day vape. I am still addicted to nicotine, so I still have to have my all-day vape to where I'm able to replace smoking with the healthier alternative. This mod really helps with that, and with the 1.5 coil in it, you do get some great clouds and amazing flavor, so I was surprised on that. Took a little bit to kind of get it broken in. I'd say maybe the first handful of puffs, I was like, all right, it's kind of whatever. But after a while, it does kind of blossom and it gets a lot better. So you get your regular Canthal 1.5 coil in here. And this is the brand new RBA deck they've done. Now, do not ask me how to rebuild this. We might do a separate video with Dustin or Zach showing you how to rebuild these. I am not very good at that at all, so I wouldn't want to show you how. But you do get an RBA deck. You also get your stainless steel coil, and I believe this is the new one, yeah, and you also get your notch coil. So you really do get some great things in here for a pretty affordable price. You don't have to worry about an extra 18650 in here. It's preloaded. You've got your USB charging port right on the side. Plugs in just like so. And it is firmware updatable, which is probably the coolest thing JoyeTech has been doing with their products nowadays. It's kind of like your cell phone. If you have an Android, you know that sometimes you may have the Jelly Bean update and then the Gingerbread update. And with each one, your phone automatically updates and it gives you a brand new look on the same device you've had. That way you don't have to keep dropping more money just to get, you know, these cool new things. Same thing with JoyeTech. It looks like the main thing they've been doing with theirs is making it available to upgrade to higher wattages. And that's where the one con for me in this comes from. Your airflow is going to be at the very top, and that's not an issue. But the issue comes in, there we go, that's full blast. And watch my cheeks. This is the mouth inhale. See how long it takes? The airflow on this isn't very wide, but you have temperature control and you can go up, you know, over 100 watts. So the thing that bugs me is that this isn't a cloud chasing mod. You don't have the airflow for it, but they're still kind of pushing it as such. So keep that in mind. If you're wanting a tank that has crazy amounts of airflow, like the Kanger sub tanks or the, even the Atlantis 2, where you had airflow up top, airflow on the bottom, and you could adjust the juice well, all that, you're not getting that with this. I highly recommend this device for someone that is using their PG and 50-50 mixes. I just don't think you're gonna get that airflow you're looking for with the higher VG ones to prevent it from tasting bad. So I haven't tried it. I'm a little afraid to, mainly because I don't want to ruin this coil because it's working so good right now. But that's at least my opinion on it from what I've been able to tell so far. But that really doesn't negate the fact that this is a great mod. Fantastic for someone getting started, and even someone like me that's been vaping for the past 3 to 4 years. I've been using this all day, and usually I use my mini volt. So that's that. I really like it, and I think you will too. If you have any questions about this mod, feel free to leave a comment below. We'll get right to you. And as always, you can find us right here at myfreedomsmokes.com. And if you like Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, so do we. Make sure and find us. We're at myfreedomsmokes almost anywhere you can find us. So make sure, find us, follow us, share with us, comment with us. We love chatting with our customers. And until next time, thank you for vaping.